Your power bill is about to skyrocket. Your weekend plans canceled. And that outdoor event you've been planning for months, you need to hear this right now. 79 degrees at the Daytona 500 today. Sounds perfect, right? Wrong. Rain chances jump from 24% at 2 p.m. to 100% by 7 p.m. That's not a forecast. That's a countdown to chaos. And Daytona is just the beginning. Here's what nobody is telling you about the next 10 days. Over 200 million Americans are about to experience temperature swings so extreme, your body want to know what season it is. We were talking 80-degree days followed by freezing mornings, record highs on Tuesday, snow by Friday. And the most dangerous part? The timing is going to catch most people completely off guard, but stick with me for the next 30 seconds because I'm going to tell you exactly when this weather bomb hits your city. Not your state, not your region, your specific city, and you will know down to the hour when you need to take action. Right now, at this very moment, there's a storm system sitting over Georgia and Florida that has already triggered 9 tornado warnings simultaneously. 9. At the same time. That's not normal even for February, and this is just the opening act. Here's your reward for staying with me. At the 5-minute mark of this forecast, I am going to reveal the exact 24-hour window when your area will see the most dramatic weather change. This is the kind of timing that determines whether your pipes freeze, whether your flight gets canceled, whether that outdoor wedding next weekend happens, or doesn't. This information is worth thousands of dollars to you, and you are getting it for free. But only if you keep watching. Let me be crystal clear about what is happening right now. There are 3 major weather systems converging across the United States, and they are going to collide in ways we haven't seen in years. System 1 is racing across the Gulf states at this exact moment. System 2 is building in the Pacific Northwest with moisture levels 200 to 300% above normal. System 3 is an Arctic blast that's been bottled up in Alaska and Western Canada, and it's about to break free. The result? Temperature swings of 30 to 40 degrees in less than 24 hours. Snow totals exceeding 30 feet in the mountains. Severe weather threats from California to Florida. And here, the part that should terrify you. All 3 systems are going to impact the same regions within a 72-hour window. Let's talk about what's happening right this second. If you are in Georgia, South Carolina, or northern Florida, you are under the gun right now. That line of severe thunderstorms that moved through overnight, it produced multiple confirmed tornadoes in Louisiana and Mississippi, and it is heading your way with rotating supercells that are showing all the classic signatures of tornado development. The Storm Prediction Center has highlighted Jacksonville, Savannah, Tallahassee, Gainesville, Orlando, and Lakeland for damaging winds over 60 miles per hour, quarter-size hail, and isolated tornadoes through this afternoon. This isn't a drill. This is happening now. The squall line is moving east at 40 miles per hour, which means if you are in Savannah, you've got about 90 minutes before it arrives. Jacksonville, you are looking at around 3 p.m. Orlando, expect the strongest storms between 4 and 6 p.m. But here's what makes this dangerous. Most people see the sun right now and think they are fine. The severe weather isn't going to announce itself with dark skies hours in advance. These storms are going to develop rapidly as that moisture interacts with the instability ahead of the cold front. 1 minute it's partly cloudy, the next minute you've got rotating cells dropping funnel clouds. Now let me tell you about the Daytona 500 situation because this is a perfect example of how quickly weather can change your plans. NASCAR moved the start time up a full hour because they know what's coming. The green flag drops at approximately 2:13 p.m. Eastern Time. Current conditions look great, 79 degrees, partly cloudy, light winds from the south at 18 miles per hour. But watch what happens. By 6 p.m., scattered thunderstorms move in with 40% rain chances. By 7 p.m., that jumps to 100%. We are talking moderate to heavy rain, possible lightning strikes, and wind gusts up to 40 miles per hour. If this race runs long, if there are multiple cautions, if anything delays the finish, they're going to be racing against that weather window. And here's the kicker. 150,000 fans are at that track right now. Moving that many people to safety isn't something you do on a whim. This is the pattern we re-dealing with across the entire country. Weather windows that are tight, timing that is critical, and stakes that are higher than people realize. Let's shift west because California is about to get absolutely hammered. And I mean hammered in ways that are going to make national news. We re-looking at a rare, severe weather threat for the California coast tomorrow, Monday, February 16th. This is unusual. This is dangerous. And this is going to catch people off guard. Los Angeles, San Diego, Santa Barbara, all the way up to the Sacramento Valley. You are under a marginal risk for severe thunderstorms. Now I know what you're rethinking. Thunderstorms in California, that happens. But these aren't regular thunderstorms. We re-talking about waterspouts moving onshore as tornadoes. We re-talking about damaging wind gusts exceeding 60 miles per hour. We re-talking about organized supercells with rotation coming right off the Pacific Ocean. Here's the timeline for California. Early Monday morning, light rain begins moving into Northern California around sunrise. By mid-morning, 10 a.m. to noon, organized thunderstorms develop along the coast from San Francisco to Sacramento. These storms have moderate rotation potential. By afternoon, 1 p.m. to 6 p.m., the severe weather threat peaks for Southern California. Los Angeles, you are looking at your highest risk between 2 and 5 p.m. Monday afternoon. San Diego, slightly later, 3 to 6 p.m. The setup is textbook for coastal tornadoes. A strong low-level jet is cranking up wind shear right along the boundary. This creates a spin cycle effect for storms coming off the ocean. The Storm Prediction Center doesn't issue severe weather outlooks for California lightly. When they do, you need to pay attention. But the severe weather is just part of the story. We are talking about flooding rain that's going to impact burn scar areas. Remember those wildfires from earlier this year? Those burned areas can absorb water like normal soil. When heavy rain falls on burn scars, you get rapid runoff, flash flooding, and debris flows. We reforecasting rainfall totals approaching 2 feet in some areas of Northwest California and Southwest Oregon by the time this is done. 2 feet. That's 24 inches of rain. In some spots, we could see 10 to 15 inches in just 48 hours. Interstate 5 is included in the flood threat zone. If you were planning to drive through California early this week, you need alternate routes planned now, and then there's the snow. Oh, the snow in the mountains is going to be absolutely insane. We are not talking inches. We are talking feet, multiple feet. Sierra Nevada mountains, Cascade Range, Northern Rockies, all of them are about to get buried. Let me give you specific numbers that sound fake, but R&T higher elevations in the Sierras, 25 to 30 feet of snow from now through March 1st. That's not a typo, 30 feet. In the Cascades of Washington and Oregon, similar totals, 20 to 28 feet above 7,000 feet elevation. Northern Rockies, Idaho, western Montana, western Wyoming, 15 to 25 feet total snowfall over the next 2 weeks. For ski resorts, this is Christmas in February. For truck drivers and people traveling through mountain passes, this is a nightmare. We are talking about blizzard conditions with wind gusts exceeding 80 miles per hour in the higher elevations. That creates whiteout conditions. That creates massive snow drifts. That makes roads impassable for days at a time. Interstate 80 through the Sierras, Interstate 90 through Montana and Idaho, Highway 2 through the Cascades, all of them are going to see extended closures. If you absolutely must travel through these areas, you need four-wheel drive, chains, emergency supplies, and honestly, you need to reconsider your timing. Here is what most people don't understand about mountain snow. When you get totals like this, it doesn't just impact the mountains. That snowpack has to melt eventually. Come spring, come summer, all that water is going to come rushing down into the valleys. For areas that have been in drought, this is great news. For areas near rivers and streams, this means flood potential months from now. The decisions you make today about snow removal, drainage, and preparation matter in May and June, not just February. Now let's talk about the false spring that is happening right now across the central and eastern United States. And I call it false because that's exactly what it is. This warmth isn't real. It's not going to last. And the snapback to reality is going to be brutal. Current temperature anomalies across the Great Plains and Midwest are 35 to 40 degrees above normal. Let me put that in perspective. Nebraska should be in the 30s right now. They're going to hit the upper 70s. South Dakota should be in the 20s. They're going to see the mid-60s. Minnesota should be below freezing. Minneapolis is forecasting 60 degrees. These aren't just warm days. These are record-shattering, climate record-breaking temperatures. Tomorrow, Monday, February 16th, watch what happens. Milwaukee hits 60 degrees. Chicago reaches the low 60s, even right on the Lake Michigan shoreline. St. Louis climbs to 65 degrees. And folks, we are just getting started. Tuesday, February 17th, the heat intensifies. Oklahoma City hits near 80 degrees. Lincoln, Nebraska reaches 77 degrees. That's unheard of for mid-February. We are seeing widespread 80s returning to Texas, with mid-80s becoming common. Amarillo could touch the low 80s. Dallas and Fort Worth looking at mid-80s. Houston and San Antonio approaching 90 degrees. Wednesday, February 18th is when things get truly absurd. We are forecasting 90-degree temperatures in South Texas. 90 degrees in February. McAllen, Brownsville, Laredo, all of them potentially hitting 90 or above. At the same time, the warmth surges north. St. Louis could see a morning low temperature of 60 degrees. Let me repeat that. The overnight low temperature, the coldest part of the day, 60 degrees. Memphis and Paducah, similar story. The Twin Cities might see record warm lows as well. What does this mean for you practically? Your heating bills are about to drop to almost nothing for a few days. That's the good news. The bad news? Your air conditioning might need to run in mid-February. Your spring flowering plants are going to get confused and start budding early. Then when the cold returns, and it will return, those early buds freeze and die. Your lawn care schedule gets thrown off. Your garden planning goes out the window. For businesses, this creates chaos. Restaurants with outdoor patios are packed when they should be empty. Ski resorts in the Midwest and East are struggling with marginal conditions. Ice fishing tournaments get canceled because the ice isn't safe. Winter festivals become mud festivals. And here is the dangerous part that nobody talks about enough. This kind of temperature swing weakens tree limbs and power lines. Ice and snow from earlier in the winter starts melting rapidly, then refreezes when cold air returns. That freeze-thaw cycle is murder on infrastructure. Roads develop potholes overnight. Basement foundations crack. Water pipes that were fine for months suddenly burst. But the biggest impact is psychological. People see 70 and 80-degree days in February and they think winter is over. They put away their heavy coats. They switch to summer tires. They stop carrying emergency supplies in their cars. Then the cold comes back and they re-caught completely unprepared. Let me tell you exactly when that cold returns, because this is critical timing. The record high temperatures peak Tuesday and Wednesday, February 17th and 18th. Thursday, February 19th, you start to see cooler air filtering in from the northwest. Still mild, but not record-breaking. Friday, February 20th, the cold front arrives in earnest. For the Central Plains, here's your specific timing. Nebraska, the cold front arrives Friday morning, February 20th, between 6 a.m. and noon. Temperatures drop from the 70s into the 40s within hours. By Friday evening, you are in the 30s. By Saturday morning, February 21st, temperatures drop below freezing across most of Nebraska. Lincoln goes from a high of 77 on Tuesday to a low of 32 on Saturday morning. That is a 45-degree temperature swing in 72 hours. Kansas, similar story. The front arrives Friday afternoon, February 20th, between noon and 6 p.m. Friday night temperatures drop into the 30s. Saturday morning, lows dip below freezing. Wichita goes from near 80 on Tuesday to freezing by Saturday dawn. Oklahoma, you are next. The cold front sweeps through Friday evening, February 20th, between 6 p.m. and midnight. Northern Oklahoma could see some wet snowflakes mixing in Friday night into Saturday morning. Oklahoma City 1 TC accumulating snow, but northern areas around the Kansas border might see a coating to an inch. Saturday morning lows reach the low 30s across the state. Texas. The cold arrives Saturday morning, February 21st. Dallas-Fort Worth area expect the front between midnight Friday and 6 a.m. Saturday. Temperatures drop from the 80s on Wednesday to the 50s for highs on Saturday. San Antonio and Houston, slightly delayed, Saturday mid-morning through early afternoon. But the cooling is dramatic. Houston goes from near 90 on Wednesday to the low 60s by Saturday. Now here's where it gets interesting. The cold air doesn't just stop the warmth. It brings precipitation with it. And when you have this kind of temperature gradient, this kind of clash between warm and cold air masses, you get snow, real accumulating snow in places that just saw 80-degree weather. Friday night into Saturday, February 20th into 21st, watch for a band of snow to set up from Nebraska through Kansas. This isn't a dusting. We retalking measurable accumulation. Nebraska, especially southern Nebraska, 3 to 6 inches possible. Some areas could see 8 inches. Kansas, northern Kansas, from the Nebraska border down to around Interstate 70, 2 to 4 inches, maybe 6 inches in isolated spots. The snow band will be narrow but intense. If you reef 50 miles north of it, you get hammered. 50 miles south, you see nothing but rain. The exact placement of this band won't be certain until Friday morning, but the ingredients are there. Arctic cold plunging south, warm, moist air trying to hang on, strong upper-level dynamics. That is a recipe for a sharp cut-off snowfall event. And here's the part that makes this dangerous. Nobody is prepared for snow after 80-degree weather. Snow tires aren't on vehicles. Salt trucks aren't pre-positioned. People's mindsets aren't ready. That first snowfall after a warm spell always causes more accidents, more problems, more chaos than it should. Let's talk about the Midwest and Great Lakes because you're getting a different flavor of this same pattern. While the plains deal with the warm to cold to snow transition, you are dealing with a battleground winter storm. Wednesday, February 18th into Thursday, February 19th, a strong low-pressure system develops along the temperature boundary. This system is going to track from the Dakotas across Minnesota, Wisconsin, and into Michigan. Ahead of it, record warmth. Behind it, winter conditions. The system develops Wednesday evening over North Dakota. Initial snowfall begins Wednesday night from 8 p.m. through midnight in northern North Dakota. By Thursday morning, February 19th at sunrise, heavy snow is falling across northern Minnesota and northern Wisconsin. The heaviest snow band sets up Thursday morning through Thursday afternoon, February 19th, from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Here are your snowfall totals. Northern North Dakota, 4 to 7 inches. Northern Minnesota, especially areas north of Duluth, 6 to 10 inches possible. Northern Wisconsin, similar, 6 to 9 inches. Upper Peninsula of Michigan, this is where it gets nasty, 8 to 12 inches of snow, but here's the kicker. Ice. We reforecasting a significant icing concern for the UP. The icing happens when you get warm air aloft but cold air at the surface. Rain falls from the warm layer, hits the cold layer, and freezes on contact. We reforecasting potential ice accumulations of 1/4 inch to 1/2 inch in parts of the Upper Peninsula. That's enough to bring down tree limbs. That is enough to snap power lines. That is enough to make roads absolutely impassable. If you are in Marquette, Houghton, Escanaba, you need to prepare now. Stock up on supplies Thursday morning before the storm hits. Charge devices. Fill bathtubs with water in case you lose power. Have alternate heat sources ready. Ice storms are no joke, and this one has all the hallmarks of being significant. The snow continues pushing east Thursday night into Friday. By Friday morning, February 20th, snow is falling across New York's North Country and northern New England. Burlington, Vermont, Plattsburgh, New York, you're looking at 4 to 6 inches Friday morning through Friday evening. Northern Maine, similar totals, but notice something. The snow totals decrease rapidly as you head south. Boston might see 1 to 2 inches at most. New York City, Philadelphia may be a coating. This is a northern tier event. The warm air winds further south, which means rain, not snow. Speaking of rain, let's talk about the severe weather threat that comes with this system. Anytime you have this much temperature contrast, this much moisture, this much atmospheric instability, you get thunderstorms, and not just any thunderstorms, severe thunderstorms. There's a Day 3 severe weather outlook for Iowa, Wisconsin, and northern Illinois for Wednesday, February 18th. This is interesting because it's unusual to see severe weather this far north this early in the year with snow on the backside of the same system. But the ingredients are there. Temperatures in the 60s and 70s, dew points in the 50s, strong wind shear, and a powerful jet stream. The Storm Prediction Center is highlighting areas from Des Moines through Madison to Chicago for potential severe weather Wednesday afternoon and evening, February 18th, between 2 p.m. and 10 p.m. The main threats are damaging winds and isolated tornadoes. Yes, tornadoes in Wisconsin and Illinois in mid-February while Minnesota gets snow. That's how crazy this pattern is. Thursday, February 19th, the severe weather threat shifts to the Ohio Valley. Cincinnati, Louisville, Indianapolis, Columbus, all of you need to watch for strong to severe thunderstorms Thursday afternoon and evening. Thursday evening through Thursday night, the threat moves into Michigan, possibly even up to Detroit. This would be very unusual, but the dynamics support it. The severe weather continues into Friday, February 20th, but shifts south and east. Tennessee Valley, you are up. Nashville, Huntsville, Chattanooga, Memphis expect severe weather potential Friday afternoon and evening. The threat extends into Kentucky and possibly even southern Ohio. Here is why this matters beyond just the storm itself. These thunderstorms are going to produce heavy rainfall. We are forecasting widespread 2 to 4 inch rainfall totals from Iowa through the Tennessee Valley. Some areas could see localized amounts of 5 to 6 inches. After the ground has been frozen, after snow cover in some areas, this rain has nowhere to go. Flash flooding becomes a concern, especially in urban areas and near small streams. For those of you planning outdoor events this week, let me be very specific about timing. If you've got an outdoor wedding planned for this weekend in the South, Saturday, February 21st looks decent across most areas, cooler than earlier in the week but dry for the most part. Sunday, February 22nd, could see some rain returning to portions of Texas and Louisiana as the next system approaches. For Mardi Gras celebrations in New Orleans, the main parades are running now through Fat Tuesday, which is early this year. Weather through Tuesday looks manageable. Some rain chances, but nothing that should shut things down completely. The bigger concern is the wind. With the front approaching, wind gusts could reach 30 to 40 miles per hour at times. That makes some of the larger float decorations hazardous. For the San Antonio Stock Show and Rodeo running through early March, this week features that temperature roller coaster. Mid to upper 80s Tuesday and Wednesday, dropping to 60s by the weekend. Outdoor events Wednesday evening could see strong thunderstorms. Thursday and Friday look better, though breezy. There's also the Tucson Gem and Mineral Show happening right now. Weather in Tucson looks fantastic this week. Partly cloudy, temperatures in the 60s and 70s, very low rain chances. If you re-attending, you lucked out. The storm track stays well north of Arizona. For Disney Princess Half Marathon weekend in Orlando, the weather is a concern. Severe weather is possible Sunday afternoon and evening, February 15th. If you are running the races early morning, you should be fine. But if you are planning parks later in the day Sunday, keep a close eye on weather updates. The severe weather threat is real. Let me give you forecasts for specific major cities because I promised you detail, and you are going to get detail. New York City, Sunday, February 15th, partly cloudy, high 36 degrees, low 28 degrees. Monday, February 16th, mostly cloudy, high 40 degrees, low 32 degrees. Tuesday, February 17th, partly cloudy, high 45 degrees, low 36 degrees. Wednesday, February 18th, increasing clouds, high 52 degrees, low 40 degrees. Thursday, February 19th, rain developing, high 48 degrees, low 38 degrees. Friday, February 20th, rain ending, becoming partly cloudy, high 42 degrees, low 30 degrees. Saturday, February 21st, partly cloudy, high 38 degrees, low 26 degrees. Boston, Sunday, February 15th, partly cloudy, high 28 degrees, low 20 degrees. Monday, February 16th, mostly cloudy, high 32 degrees, low 24 degrees. Tuesday, February 17th, partly cloudy, high 38 degrees, low 30 degrees. Wednesday, February 18th, increasing clouds, high 46 degrees, low 34 degrees. Thursday, February 19th, rain and snow showers, high 40 degrees, low 32 degrees. Friday, February 20th, snow showers ending, high 34 degrees, low 24 degrees. Saturday, February 21st, partly cloudy, high 30 degrees, low 20 degrees. Philadelphia, Sunday, February 15th, partly cloudy, high 34 degrees, low 26 degrees. Monday, February 16th, mostly cloudy, high 38 degrees, low 30 degrees. Tuesday, February 17th, partly cloudy, high 44 degrees, low 34 degrees. Wednesday, February 18th, increasing clouds, high 50 degrees, low 38 degrees. Thursday, February 19th, rain developing, high 46 degrees, low 36 degrees. Friday, February 20th, rain ending, high 40 degrees, low 30 degrees. Saturday, February 21st, partly cloudy, high 36 degrees, low 26 degrees. Washington, D.C., Sunday, February 15th, partly cloudy, high 40 degrees, low 30 degrees. Monday, February 16th, mostly cloudy, high 44 degrees, low 32 degrees. Tuesday, February 17th, partly cloudy, high 50 degrees, low 36 degrees. Wednesday, February 18th, increasing clouds, high 56 degrees, low 42 degrees. Thursday, February 19th, showers likely. High 52 degrees, low 40 degrees. Friday, February 20th, showers ending. High 46 degrees, low 32 degrees. Saturday, February 21st, partly cloudy. High 42 degrees, low 30 degrees. Atlanta, Sunday, February 15th, scattered thunderstorms. High 50 degrees, low 40 degrees. Monday, February 16th, partly cloudy. High 56 degrees, low 38 degrees. Tuesday, February 17th, mostly sunny, high 64 degrees, low 44 degrees. Wednesday, February 18th, partly cloudy, high 70 degrees, low 50 degrees. Thursday, February 19th, scattered thunderstorms, high 66 degrees, low 48 degrees. Friday, February 20th, partly cloudy, high 58 degrees, low 38 degrees. Saturday, February 21st, mostly sunny, high 54 degrees, low 34 degrees. Miami, Sunday, February 15th, scattered thunderstorms, high 76 degrees, low 68 degrees. Monday, February 16th, partly cloudy, high 78 degrees, low 68 degrees. Tuesday, February 17th, mostly sunny, high 80 degrees, low 70 degrees. Wednesday, February 18th, partly cloudy, high 82 degrees, low 72 degrees. Thursday, February 19th, partly cloudy, high 80 degrees, low 70 degrees. Friday, February 20th, partly cloudy, high 78 degrees, low 68 degrees. Saturday, February 21st, mostly sunny, high 78 degrees, low 68 degrees. Chicago, Sunday, February 15th, partly cloudy, high 38 degrees, low 30 degrees. Monday, February 16th, mostly sunny, high 48 degrees, low 36 degrees. Tuesday, February 17th, partly cloudy, high 60 degrees, low 44 degrees. Wednesday, February 18th, mostly cloudy, thunderstorms possible, high 64 degrees, low 48 degrees. Thursday, February 19th, rain and snow showers, high 46 degrees, low 34 degrees. Friday, February 20th, partly cloudy, high 38 degrees, low 26 degrees. Saturday, February 21st, mostly sunny, high 34 degrees, low 22 degrees. Detroit, Sunday, February 15th, partly cloudy, high 34 degrees, low 26 degrees. Monday, February 16th, mostly cloudy, high 40 degrees, low 30 degrees. Tuesday, February 17th, partly cloudy, high 50 degrees, low 36 degrees. Wednesday, February 18th, increasing clouds, thunderstorms possible, high 56 degrees, low 42 degrees. Thursday, February 19th, rain and snow, high 40 degrees, low 30 degrees. Friday, February 20th, snow showers, high 32 degrees, low 24 degrees. Saturday, February 21st, partly cloudy, high 28 degrees, low 18 degrees. Minneapolis, Sunday, February 15th, partly cloudy, high 47 degrees, low 34 degrees. Monday, February 16th, mostly sunny, high 52 degrees, low 36 degrees. Tuesday, February 17th, partly cloudy, high 58 degrees, low 40 degrees. Wednesday, February 18th, increasing clouds, high 60 degrees, low 44 degrees. Thursday, February 19th, rain changing to snow, heavy at times, high 38 degrees, low 26 degrees. Friday, February 20th, snow showers, high 28 degrees, low 18 degrees. Saturday, February 21st, partly cloudy, high 24 degrees, low 12 degrees. Dallas, Sunday, February 15th, scattered thunderstorms, high 60 degrees, low 48 degrees. Monday, February 16th, mostly sunny, high 68 degrees, low 50 degrees. Tuesday, February 17th, mostly sunny, high 84 degrees, low 60 degrees. Wednesday, February 18th, partly cloudy, high 86 degrees, low 64 degrees. Thursday, February 19th, scattered thunderstorms, high 70 degrees, low 52 degrees. Friday, February 20th, partly cloudy, high 58 degrees, low 42 degrees. Saturday, February 21st, mostly sunny, high 54 degrees, low 38 degrees. Houston, Sunday, February 15th, scattered thunderstorms, high 58 degrees, low 50 degrees. Monday, February 16th, partly cloudy, high 68 degrees, low 52 degrees. Tuesday, February 17th, mostly sunny, high 82 degrees, low 64 degrees. Wednesday, February 18th, partly cloudy, high 88 degrees, low 68 degrees. Thursday, February 19th, scattered thunderstorms, high 74 degrees, low 58 degrees. Friday, February 20th, partly cloudy, high 64 degrees, low 48 degrees. Saturday, February 21st, mostly sunny, high 62 degrees, low 46 degrees. Phoenix. Sunday, February 15th, mostly sunny, high 57 degrees, low 44 degrees. Monday, February 16th, mostly sunny, high 62 degrees, low 46 degrees. Tuesday, February 17th, mostly sunny, high 68 degrees, low 48 degrees. Wednesday, February 18th, partly cloudy, high 72 degrees, low 50 degrees. Thursday, February 19th, partly cloudy, high 74 degrees, low 52 degrees. Friday, February 20th, mostly sunny, high 76 degrees, low 54 degrees. Saturday, February 21st, mostly sunny, high 78 degrees, low 56 degrees. Denver. Sunday, February 15th, partly cloudy, high 35 degrees, low 18 degrees. Monday, February 16th, mostly sunny, high 42 degrees, low 22 degrees. Tuesday, February 17th, partly cloudy, high 48 degrees, low 26 degrees. Wednesday, February 18th, increasing clouds, high 46 degrees, low 28 degrees. Thursday, February 19th, snow developing, high 34 degrees, low 20 degrees. Friday, February 20th, snow, heavy at times, high 28 degrees, low 16 degrees. Saturday, February 21st, snow ending, high 26 degrees, low 14 degrees. Seattle. Sunday, February 15th, rain, high 46 degrees, low 38 degrees. Monday, February 16th, rain, heavy at times, high 44 degrees, low 36 degrees. Tuesday, February 17th, showers, high 42 degrees, low 34 degrees. Wednesday, February 18th, rain, high 40 degrees, low 32 degrees. Thursday, February 19th, rain and mountain snow, high 38 degrees, low 30 degrees. Friday, February 20th, rain and snow showers, high 36 degrees, low 28 degrees. Saturday, February 21st, partly cloudy, high 38 degrees, low 30 degrees. Portland, Oregon. Sunday, February 15th, rain, high 48 degrees, low 38 degrees. Monday, February 16th, rain, heavy at times, high 46 degrees, low 36 degrees. Tuesday, February 17th, showers, high 44 degrees, low 34 degrees. Wednesday, February 18th, rain, high 42 degrees, low 32 degrees. Thursday, February 19th, rain and mountain snow, high 40 degrees, low 30 degrees. Friday, February 20th, rain and snow showers, high 38 degrees, low 28 degrees. Saturday, February 21st, partly cloudy, high 40 degrees, low 30 degrees. San Francisco. Sunday, February 15th, mostly cloudy, high 56 degrees, low 46 degrees. Monday, February 16th, rain and thunderstorms, high 54 degrees, low 44 degrees. Tuesday, February 17th, showers, high 52 degrees, low 42 degrees. Wednesday, February 18th, partly cloudy, high 56 degrees, low 44 degrees. Thursday, February 19th, mostly sunny, high 58 degrees, low 46 degrees. Friday, February 20th, partly cloudy, high 60 degrees, low 48 degrees. Saturday, February 21st, mostly sunny, high 62 degrees, low 48 degrees. Los Angeles. Sunday, February 15th, mostly cloudy, high 54 degrees, low 48 degrees. Monday, February 16th, rain and thunderstorms, some severe, high 52 degrees, low 46 degrees. Tuesday, February 17th, showers, high 54 degrees, low 46 degrees. Wednesday, February 18th, partly cloudy, high 58 degrees, low 48 degrees. Thursday, February 19th, mostly sunny, high 62 degrees, low 50 degrees. Friday, February 20th, mostly sunny, high 64 degrees, low 52 degrees. Saturday, February 21st, mostly sunny, high 66 degrees, low 52 degrees, San Diego. Sunday, February 15th, mostly cloudy, high 56 degrees, low 50 degrees. Monday, February 16th, rain and thunderstorms, some severe, high 54 degrees, low 48 degrees. Tuesday, February 17th, showers, high 56 degrees, low 48 degrees. Wednesday, February 18th, partly cloudy, high 60 degrees, low 50 degrees. Thursday, February 19th, mostly sunny, high 64 degrees, low 52 degrees. Friday, February 20th, mostly sunny, high 66 degrees, low 54 degrees. Saturday, February 21st, mostly sunny, high 68 degrees, low 54 degrees. Las Vegas, Sunday, February 15th, mostly sunny, high 58 degrees, low 42 degrees. Monday, February 16th, partly cloudy, high 62 degrees, low 44 degrees. Tuesday, February 17th, mostly sunny, high 68 degrees, low 46 degrees. Wednesday, February 18th, partly cloudy, high 70 degrees, low 48 degrees. Thursday, February 19th, partly cloudy, high 72 degrees, low 50 degrees. Friday, February 20th, mostly sunny, high 74 degrees, low 52 degrees. Saturday, February 21st, mostly sunny, high 76 degrees, low 54 degrees. Salt Lake City. Sunday, February 15th, partly cloudy, high 38 degrees, low 26 degrees. Monday, February 16th, mostly cloudy, high 42 degrees, low 28 degrees. Tuesday, February 17th, snow developing, high 36 degrees, low 24 degrees. Wednesday, February 18th, snow, moderate to heavy, high 30 degrees, low 20 degrees. Thursday, February 19th, snow, heavy at times, high 26 degrees, low 16 degrees. Friday, February 20th, snow ending, high 28 degrees, low 18 degrees. Saturday, February 21st, partly cloudy, high 32 degrees, low 20 degrees. Now let me talk about some smaller but still significant cities, because weather doesn't just happen in major metros. Nashville, Tennessee. Wednesday, February 18th, partly cloudy, high 72 degrees. Thursday, February 19th, scattered thunderstorms. Some could be strong to severe, high 66 degrees. Friday, February 20th, rain ending, high 52 degrees. This is a classic setup for severe weather in Nashville. That Thursday afternoon and evening time frame, February 19th, from 2 p.m. to 10 p.m., watch for rapidly developing thunderstorms with hail and damaging wind potential. Louisville, Kentucky. Similar story. Wednesday looks beautiful, high near 70 degrees. Thursday brings the severe weather threat. Thunderstorms likely Thursday afternoon and evening with potential for strong to severe storms. Friday turns cooler with scattered showers. Indianapolis, Indiana. You rewrite on the northern edge of the severe weather threat. Wednesday shows a high of 62 degrees with increasing clouds. Thursday brings rain and possibly some thunderstorms. The severe weather is more likely south of you, but watch the morning forecast Thursday for any northward expansion of the risk. Friday features rain changing to snow showers as colder air wraps in. Columbus, Ohio. Similar to Indianapolis, you on that northern fringe. Wednesday looks decent with highs in the upper 50s. Thursday brings rain and maybe some thunder. Friday sees rain changing to wet snow as temperatures drop. Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Monday is the standout day with a high of 60 degrees. That's remarkable for mid-February. Tuesday climbs even higher into the mid-60s. Wednesday brings increasing clouds with thunderstorm chances developing. Thursday sees rain changing to snow. By Friday, you are back to winter with highs in the mid-30s and snow showers possible. St. Louis, Missouri. This is one of your best chances for record-high temperatures this week. Tuesday could hit 65 degrees. Wednesday might reach into the upper 60s, possibly 70 degrees. Wednesday night could see overnight lows only drop to 60 degrees. Think about that. The low temperature, 60 degrees. Thursday brings severe thunderstorm chances. Friday turns much cooler with highs only in the low 50s. Kansas City, Missouri. Tuesday features highs in the mid-70s, possibly approaching 80 degrees. Wednesday stays very warm in the upper 70s. Thursday shows a cold front approaching with scattered thunderstorms and temperatures dropping into the 60s. Friday brings the real cold with highs only in the mid-40s and a chance of rain mixing with or changing to wet snow Friday night. Omaha, Nebraska. Tuesday's high reaches into the mid-70s, possibly 77 degrees. Wednesday stays warm near 75. Thursday shows clouds increasing with a high in the low 60s. Friday is when the bottom drops out. The cold front arrives Friday morning. Temperatures only reach the mid-40s for the high, then drop into the 30s Friday evening. Friday night into Saturday morning brings the snow threat. Accumulations of 3 to 6 inches possible. Des Moines, Iowa. Tuesday hits the low 70s. Wednesday remains warm in the upper 60s. Wednesday evening brings the severe thunderstorm threat. Watch for rapidly developing storms between 4 p.m. and 10 p.m. Wednesday evening. Thursday features rain changing to snow with much cooler temperatures. Friday stays cold with snow showers. Saturday morning, lows drop into the teens. Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Monday shows a high of 58 degrees. Tuesday climbs to 65 degrees. Wednesday reaches near 60 degrees before clouds increase. Thursday is transition day with rain developing and changing to snow Thursday night. Friday features snow, possibly heavy at times, with accumulations of 4 to 8 inches possible. Saturday clears out but stays cold with highs only in the mid-20s. Fargo, North Dakota. Wednesday night is when your snow begins. Initial light snow starts Wednesday evening around 8 p.m. By Thursday morning, moderate to heavy snow is falling. Thursday afternoon features the heaviest snowfall rates. Totals of 5 to 9 inches are possible by Friday morning. Friday stays cold with lingering snow showers. Saturday features partly cloudy skies with highs in the teens. Billings, Montana. You are on the periphery of the main action. Monday through Wednesday stay relatively quiet and cold with highs in the 30s and 40s. Thursday brings increasing clouds and a chance of snow. Thursday night. Friday features snow showers with accumulations of 2 to 4 inches possible. The heavier snow stays to your east across North Dakota and northern Minnesota. Boise, Idaho. This is where the Pacific storm track really impacts you. Monday brings snow developing, especially in the mountains. Tuesday features heavy mountain snow with valley rain, possibly mixing with or changing to snow. Wednesday continues the wet pattern with heavy snow in the mountains. Thursday shows a brief break. Friday brings another round of mountain snow. For the mountains east and north of Boise, we reforecasting snowfall totals of 2 to 4 feet through next weekend, Spokane, Washington. Monday starts a prolonged period of unsettled weather. Rain in the valleys, snow in the mountains Monday through Wednesday. Thursday brings colder air and all snow. Friday continues with snow showers. Mountain snowfall totals could reach 3 to 5 feet in the Cascades and Northern Rockies through the end of next week. Bend, Oregon. You are in the snow zone almost continuously this week. Monday features snow developing with 3 to 6 inches possible. Tuesday brings heavy snow with an additional 6 to 12 inches. Wednesday continues with snow showers adding another 2 to 4 inches. By the time you reach next weekend, storm total snowfall could exceed 20 inches in and around Bend, with much higher totals at the ski areas. Reno, Nevada. Monday brings rain and mountain snow. Tuesday features heavy Sierra snow with valley rain. Wednesday shows a break in the action. Thursday brings another round of precipitation. For the Lake Tahoe area, we reforecasting incredible snowfall totals. Monday through Saturday, total snowfall at the ski resorts could exceed 10 feet. Yes, 10 feet. This is a historic snow event for the Sierras. Sacramento, California. Monday is your severe weather day. Rain develops Monday morning with thunderstorms possible Monday afternoon. Some storms could be strong with heavy downpours. Rainfall totals Monday through Tuesday could reach 2 to 4 inches in Sacramento. Wednesday shows a break with partly cloudy skies. Thursday and Friday look dry and pleasant. Fresno, California. Monday brings heavy rain with thunderstorms possible. Rainfall totals of 3 to 5 inches are likely Monday through Tuesday. This is flooding rain. The Sierras east of you are going to get buried in snow. Ski areas like Mammoth Mountain could see 5 to 7 feet of new snow this week alone. Palm Springs, California. You are far enough south and east to miss most of the wet weather. Monday might see a few showers, but rainfall totals stay under half an inch. The rest of the week looks dry and pleasant with temperatures in the 60s and 70s. Tucson, Arizona. Beautiful weather continues all week. Mostly sunny skies, temperatures in the 60s and 70s, very low humidity. If you are attending the Gem and Mineral Show, you picked the perfect week. Albuquerque, New Mexico. Monday through Wednesday stay quiet and relatively mild. Thursday brings increasing clouds. Friday shows a chance of rain and mountain snow as a system moves through. The higher terrain west and north of Albuquerque could see several inches of snow Friday into Saturday. Colorado Springs, Colorado. Thursday night brings snow developing. Friday features moderate to heavy snow with accumulations of 4 to 8 inches possible. Saturday shows snow ending with partly cloudy skies. This is beneficial moisture for Colorado, which has been running a snowfall deficit this winter. Cheyenne, Wyoming. Similar timing to Colorado Springs. Thursday night starts the snow. Friday brings the heaviest snowfall with totals of 6 to 12 inches possible. Saturday clears out but stays cold. Rapid City, South Dakota. You are in an interesting spot where you might see some of everything. Wednesday starts mild. Thursday brings rain developing. Thursday night, rain changes to snow. Friday features all snow with moderate accumulations of 3 to 6 inches possible. Saturday stays cold with scattered snow showers, Bismarck, North Dakota. Wednesday night is when your snow begins in earnest. Thursday features heavy snow with snowfall rates potentially exceeding 1 inch per hour at times. Thursday evening through Friday morning is the peak of the storm. Total accumulations of 7 to 13 inches are possible. Friday stays cold and blustery with lingering snow showers. Saturday begins a clearing trend. Duluth, Minnesota. Thursday morning is when the heavy snow arrives. Thursday afternoon features the peak snowfall rates. By Friday morning, storm total snowfall of 8 to 14 inches is likely. The north shore of Lake Superior could see even higher totals with lake enhancement. Friday continues with scattered snow showers. Saturday stays cold with partly cloudy skies. Green Bay, Wisconsin. Thursday brings rain developing. Thursday night, rain changes to snow. Friday features snow showers with accumulations of 1 to 3 inches possible. The heaviest snow stays to your north across upper Michigan. Saturday clears out with cold conditions. Marquette, Michigan. This is your ice storm. Thursday morning starts as rain. Thursday afternoon, temperatures aloft warm while surface temperatures stay below freezing. That's when freezing rain begins. Thursday evening through Friday morning features significant icing. Ice accumulations of 1/4 inch to 1/2 inch are possible. This is power outage territory. Friday afternoon, precipitation changes to all snow before ending. Saturday shows partly cloudy skies with cleanup underway. Buffalo, New York. Thursday afternoon brings rain developing. Thursday night could see some wet snow mixing in. Friday features scattered snow showers with minor accumulations. The main storm track stays to your north, so you miss the heaviest snow. Syracuse, New York. Similar to Buffalo, Thursday brings rain. Friday shows rain and snow showers. Minor snow accumulations are possible, generally under 2 inches. Burlington, Vermont. Friday morning is when your snow arrives. Friday afternoon features moderate to heavy snow. Friday night continues with snow showers. Storm total accumulations of 5 to 9 inches are likely. Saturday clears out with cold temperatures. Portland, Maine. Friday afternoon brings snow developing. Friday night features moderate snow. Saturday morning sees snow ending. Total accumulations of 4 to 8 inches are possible across interior Maine. Coastal areas see less, generally 2 to 4 inches. Providence, Rhode Island. Friday shows rain and snow showers. Minor accumulations are possible, generally under 2 inches. Saturday features partly cloudy skies with cold temperatures. Hartford, Connecticut. Similar to Providence, Friday brings mixed rain and snow. Minor accumulations under 2 inches. Saturday shows improvement with partly cloudy skies. Albany, New York. Friday afternoon starts with rain. Friday night changes to snow. Saturday morning shows snow ending. Total accumulations of 2 to 4 inches are possible. Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Thursday afternoon brings rain developing. Thursday evening features scattered thunderstorms. Some could be strong. Friday shows rain showers ending. Saturday stays mostly cloudy with cool temperatures. Cleveland, Ohio. Thursday brings rain developing. Thursday evening shows possible thunderstorms. Friday features rain showers ending. Minor wet snow is possible. Friday evening as colder air moves in, but accumulations are unlikely. Cincinnati, Ohio. Wednesday night into Thursday is your severe weather window. Scattered thunderstorms develop Wednesday evening. Thursday afternoon and evening bring the peak severe weather threat. Damaging winds and isolated tornadoes are possible. Friday shows improvement with partly cloudy skies. Charleston, West Virginia. Thursday brings scattered thunderstorms. Some storms could be strong with heavy rainfall. Friday shows rain ending with partly cloudy skies developing. Saturday features mostly sunny skies with cool temperatures. Richmond, Virginia. Thursday afternoon brings rain developing. Thursday evening features scattered thunderstorms. Rainfall totals of 1 to 2 inches are likely. Friday shows rain ending with partly cloudy skies. Saturday features mostly sunny conditions. Norfolk, Virginia. Thursday brings rain developing. Thursday afternoon and evening feature the heaviest rainfall. Rainfall totals of 1 to 3 inches are possible. Friday shows rain ending. Saturday features partly cloudy skies. Raleigh, North Carolina. Thursday shows scattered thunderstorms developing. Some storms could produce heavy rainfall. Friday brings rain showers ending. Saturday features partly cloudy skies with cool temperatures. Charlotte, North Carolina. Thursday afternoon and evening brings scattered thunderstorms. Some storms could be strong with heavy downpours. Friday shows improvement with partly cloudy skies. Saturday features mostly sunny conditions. Charleston, South Carolina. Sunday afternoon brings severe thunderstorm chances as the current system moves through. Monday looks better with partly cloudy skies. Tuesday through Wednesday feature mostly sunny skies with warming temperatures. Thursday brings scattered thunderstorms returning. Friday shows improvement, Savannah, Georgia. Sunday afternoon is crucial. Severe thunderstorms are likely between 2 p.m. and 8 p.m. with damaging winds and tornado potential. Monday improves significantly. Tuesday through Wednesday stay quiet and warm. Thursday brings more thunderstorm chances, Jacksonville, Florida. Sunday afternoon through evening brings the severe weather threat. Scattered thunderstorms, some severe, are likely between 3 p.m. and 9 p.m. Monday shows partly cloudy skies with improvement. Tuesday through Friday feature typical Florida weather with afternoon thunderstorm chances. Tampa, Florida. Sunday afternoon brings scattered thunderstorms. Some could be strong with heavy rainfall. Monday through Wednesday feature typical late winter Florida weather with partly cloudy skies and afternoon heating. Thursday and Friday continue the pattern. Orlando, Florida. Sunday afternoon through evening brings scattered thunderstorms. Some could be severe with damaging winds and heavy rainfall. The Disney parks could see impact between 4 p.m. and 9 p.m. Sunday evening. Monday improves significantly. Tuesday through Friday show typical weather patterns. Pensacola, Florida. Sunday morning through afternoon brings the severe weather threat. Scattered thunderstorms, some severe, are likely. Monday shows improvement. Tuesday through Friday feature mostly sunny skies with pleasant temperatures. New Orleans, Louisiana. Sunday through Tuesday feature typical late winter conditions with scattered showers and thunderstorms possible. Wind gusts could reach 30 to 40 miles per hour at times through Tuesday, which could impact larger Mardi Gras floats. Wednesday through Friday show improvement with partly cloudy skies. Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Similar to New Orleans. Sunday through Tuesday bring unsettled weather with scattered thunderstorms. Wednesday through Friday improve with partly cloudy skies and warming temperatures. Little Rock, Arkansas. Tuesday features very warm temperatures in the low 80s. Wednesday stays warm near 80 degrees. Thursday brings severe thunderstorm chances with damaging wind and tornado potential. Friday turns much cooler with rain showers ending. Saturday shows partly cloudy skies with temperatures in the 50s. Memphis, Tennessee. Tuesday shows highs in the low 80s. Wednesday remains very warm near 80 degrees. Wednesday night could see morning lows only drop to around 60 degrees. Thursday brings the severe weather threat with scattered thunderstorms, some strong to severe. Friday turns cooler with rain ending. Jackson, Mississippi. Tuesday features temperatures in the mid-80s. Wednesday stays very warm. Thursday brings severe thunderstorm chances. Some storms could produce damaging winds, large hail, and tornadoes. Friday shows improvement with partly cloudy skies. Birmingham, Alabama. Tuesday climbs into the low 80s. Wednesday remains very warm. Thursday brings widespread thunderstorms. Some could be severe with all hazards possible, including tornadoes. Friday shows improvement but stays unsettled. Montgomery, Alabama. Similar to Birmingham. Very warm Tuesday and Wednesday with highs in the 80s. Thursday brings the severe weather threat. Friday shows gradual improvement. Mobile, Alabama. Tuesday and Wednesday feature warm, humid conditions with highs in the low to mid-80s. Thursday brings scattered thunderstorms, some severe. Friday shows improvement with partly cloudy skies. Shreveport, Louisiana. Tuesday shows highs near 80 degrees. Wednesday stays very warm. Thursday brings severe thunderstorm chances. Friday turns cooler with temperatures dropping into the 60s. Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. Tuesday could hit 80 degrees. Wednesday stays very warm in the upper 70s. Thursday brings a cold front with scattered thunderstorms and falling temperatures. Friday shows much cooler conditions with highs in the 50s. Friday night brings a chance of rain mixing with or changing to wet snow. Saturday morning could see some wet snowflakes, especially north of the city. Tulsa, Oklahoma. Tuesday reaches near 80 degrees. Wednesday stays warm in the upper 70s. Thursday brings the cold front with thunderstorms and falling temperatures. Friday turns much cooler with highs in the 50s. Rain chances continue Friday into Friday night. Wichita, Kansas. Tuesday could hit 78 degrees. Wednesday stays very warm near 75 degrees. Thursday shows increasing clouds with a high in the mid-60s. Friday brings the cold front with rain developing. Friday night, rain changes to snow. Accumulations of 2 to 4 inches are possible, Friday night into Saturday morning. Saturday stays cold with highs in the 30s, Topeka, Kansas. Similar to Wichita, very warm Tuesday and Wednesday with highs in the mid to upper 70s. Thursday shows clouds increasing. Friday brings rain changing to snow, Friday night. Accumulations of 3 to 6 inches are possible. Saturday stays cold and blustery. Lincoln, Nebraska. Tuesday could reach 77 degrees. Wednesday stays very warm near 75 degrees. Thursday shows increasing clouds with falling temperatures. Friday brings the cold front with rain developing. Friday afternoon into Friday night, rain changes to snow. Heavy snow is possible with accumulations of 4 to 8 inches. Saturday clears out but stays very cold with highs in the 20s. Grand Island, Nebraska. Tuesday reaches the mid-70s. Wednesday stays warm. Thursday turns cooler. Friday brings the snow. Friday afternoon through Saturday morning features moderate to heavy snow. Accumulations of 6 to 10 inches are possible. This is a significant winter storm for central Nebraska. Saturday stays cold with clearing skies. Now let me address the question everyone is asking. When does this pattern finally break? When do we get back to normal? The honest answer is that this volatile pattern continues through at least the first week of March. The 23rd through March first shows that trough out west continuing to march eastward. This brings continued chances for snow across the upper Midwest, Great Lakes, and Northeast. The severe weather threat continues across the South and Southeast. The first 8 days of March show more of the same. Volatile pattern, big temperature swings, stronger storm systems. We are not going to settle into a quiet, stable pattern anytime soon. For those of you with travel plans, for those of you with outdoor events, for those of you who need to make decisions based on weather, this is what you need to understand. The weather over the next 2 weeks is going to be extreme, it's going to be volatile, and it's going to be timing critical. The window for that Daytona 500, tight. The window for safe travel through the Sierras, even tighter. The window for outdoor events in the Midwest and South, you've got to watch hour-by-hour forecasts, not day by day. Here's what I need you to do right now. I need you to comment below with your city and state. Tell me where you're located, because based on this forecast, I can give you specific timing for when the weather impacts your exact location. Not your region, not your state, your city. If you in Omaha, I need to know. I'll tell you that Friday morning between 6 a.m. and noon is when your weather changes. If you in Nashville, I need to know. I'll tell you that Thursday between 2 p.m. and 10 p.m. is your severe weather window. If you in Marquette, I need to know. I'll tell you that Thursday afternoon into Friday morning is when that ice storm hits. This is not generic forecast information. This is targeted, specific, actionable intelligence that can save you money, save you time, and potentially save your life. Comment your location now. Get your personalized forecast. Because in weather like this, generic information isn't good enough. You need to know exactly when it hits you. And before you go, let me give you one final piece of the puzzle. Remember at the beginning when I promised you something at the 5-minute mark? Here it is. The single most dangerous 24-hour window of this entire pattern for the United States as a whole. Thursday, February 19th, from noon Eastern Time through Friday, February 20th at noon Eastern Time. In that 24-hour window, we've got severe thunderstorms with tornadoes across the Ohio and Tennessee valleys. We've got heavy snow and ice across the upper Midwest and Great Lakes. We've got freezing rain across upper Michigan. We've got the cold front plunging south, bringing dramatic temperature drops across the plains. We've got continued heavy mountain snow in the west. More Americans will be impacted by significant weather in that 24-hour period than any other single day this month. That's the day when everything comes together. That is the day when all three systems I talked about at the beginning collide. If you have travel plans for Thursday into Friday, if you have outdoor events scheduled, if you have any flexibility in your schedule, avoid Thursday into Friday if at all possible. If you can avoid it, prepare like your life depends on it, because in some cases it might. Here's what coming next week. I am going to have a complete breakdown of the last week of February. We are going to talk about that next system that develops over the weekend. We were going to discuss the extended outlook into early March, and we were going to track that continued pattern of Pacific moisture slamming into the West Coast. But you are only going to see that if you resubscribed. You are only going to get those updates if you are following along. And frankly, with weather this volatile, with timing this critical, you can't afford to miss an update. The weather over the next 10 days is going to be historic. Temperature records will fall, snowfall records will be set. Severe weather will impact millions. And the only way to stay ahead of it, the only way to protect yourself and your family, is to stay informed with detailed, specific, timely forecast information. Comment your location. Get your personalized timing. And I'll see you in the next update where we break down everything you need to know for the final week of February and the start of March. Stay safe out there.